Amanda, 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 an injury to one, an injury to one, an injury to one. Cleaner, COSATU, cleaner, cleaner, msebenzi, cleaner. Amanda, long live COSATU, long live. Long live COSATU, long live. Kula COSATU, kula. Mpilonde COSATU, mpilonde. Maata. Watinda mafasi. Long live Zingi Solosi, long live. Long live President of COSATU, long live. Long live Elijah Pachai, long live. Long live Elijah Pachai, long live. Amanda. Comrades, this is a moment of celebration. And we're celebrating a giant. I saw stock fair in this. COSATU. Thank you, Program Director, Comrade Mukhumutsi, President of COSATU, Comrade Zingi Swalosi. I didn't see the General Secretary, National Office Bearers, others who are present here, those I didn't see, members of the Central Executive Committee, Gauteng Provincial Chairperson of COSATU, Comrade Amos Munyela, Provincial Office Bearers of COSATU, ANC Gauteng Provincial Trustee, represented here by Comrade Nomantu, who introduced me here and made special remarks before I came to the podium, and who happened also to serve in our provincial government. I've also seen Comrade Faith from the Women's League, and also ex-official member of the Gauteng PTT of the ANC, and all other comrades present here. Leaders of COSATU affiliated unions present here. Sanko Treasurer General Comrade Judith Chabalan. Divile beni colors before the fake. Difficult. Kuza kuno batanga. Kuza kufiwa Judith. Nitete before the fake. Kuza ubaku. Dr. Stan Molwabi from GEMS. Miss Nontlem Nube from Shosholoza. Distinguished guests, comrades, and compatriots. On this historic occasion, marking the 40th anniversary of the founding of the Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, we extend our heartfelt congratulations and unwavering solidarity to the leadership, affiliates, and millions of workers who have carried the banner of worker rights and decent work under COSATU name. This milestone, comrades, is not merely a celebration milestone of worker struggles on the shop floor, but a testament to the resilience, courage, and commitment of the working class in the realization of a democratic society. The ANC, as a disciplined force of the left, is always happy to spend time and to express its support to the workers of our country. The working class remain at the center of the leadership of our national democratic revolution. Whilst we will continue to use the levers of state power to accelerate change, fundamental transformation can only be sustained if the people are organized and mobilized. Trade unions are critical in this endeavor. 40 years ago, in 1985, COSATU emerged as a beacon of hope, during one of the darkest chapters in South Africa's history. Born in the height of apartheid repression, COSATU united workers across industries and regions under a common vision to dismantle apartheid tyranny and raise economic and social justice for all, while rallying workers behind the National Democratic Revolution. COSATU, right from the inception, adopted the Freedom Charter. From its inception, COSATU understood that the struggle for workers' rights could not be separated from the broader struggle for national liberation. The clarity of purpose positioned COSATU as a formidable force in the liberation struggle, mobilizing workers in mass action, strikes, and campaigns that shook the foundations of the oppressive regime. One country, one federation, one country. The sacrifices made by the workers in the liberation struggles cannot be overstated. Many endured harassment, detention, and even death for fighting for a free South Africa that belongs to all who live in it. Their courage reminds us that our freedom came at a huge cost. It was won through blood, sweat, and unwavering solidarity. From the earliest days, COSATU recognized that the liberation struggle required unity across all progressive forces. The formation of the tripartite alliance, bringing together the ANC, the SACP, and COSATU, was a strategic and historic development that strengthened the fight against apartheid and laid the foundation for democratic South Africa. The alliance was not merely a political convenience. It was and remains a principled partnership grounded in shared values of equality, justice, and human dignity. COSATU's mobilization of workers complemented the ANC's political leadership and the SACP's ideological clarity, creating a synergy that proved decisive in defeating apartheid. Together, comrades, these forces ensured that the voice of the working class was central to the liberation movement and later to the democratic transition. As we reflect on this history, we honor the giants who championed this unity, leaders and activists who understood that the struggle for political freedom will be hollow without economic crisis, comrades. Whether economic downturns, pandemics, or governance challenges, downturns, pandemics, or governance challenges, the alliance has demonstrated its capacity to respond with unity and purpose. Comrades, it is not a sin to criticize each other. And when we do so, we must do with utmost respect. And our criticism must be principled. And our criticism must inform the forward momentum of our struggle. It must not be personal. because this revolution is shaped by the understanding of us all from different angles and enriching this alliance with that background of where we come from, all of us. But this requires constant renewal, honest dialogue, and a shared commitment to the principles that brought us together. The resilience of the alliance lies in our ability to find each other through robust, principled, and honest engagement in moments when we disagree on tactics. Because at some point, we have elevated tactics to strategy, and yet strategy and tactics are not mutually exclusive, but the danger of elevating a tactic to a strategy may actually in itself make us think that we have lost everything, and yet a detour is nothing else but a tactic that can be revisited from time to time. Our struggle, we have had this time. You can think about right in the 90s, the negotiated settlement, the negotiated political settlement as a tactic, the armed struggle as a tactic to be withdrawn. And you will see that ascendancy to political power, the compromises that were made. You will see that in that evolution after the breakthrough, we start talking about growth, employment, and redistribution strategy, which made us to talk a lot, even in the strategic perspective, before we adopted it, introduced by Comrade Joe Slovo as a compromise in the process of negotiations and transition to South Africa's breakthrough in 1994 was characterized by robust discussions and honest discussions among alliance partners. COSATU's role in this partnership, comrades, is indispensable. As the voice of the organized labor, COSATU brings the lived realities of workers into the heart of policy making and governance. It reminds us that democracy must deliver not only political rights, but also decent work, fair wages, and social protection. Without COSATU in this alliance, the workers will be lost. The ANC on its own, without COSATU, the worker agenda will be lost. And that is what COSATU have brought in the ANC as a governing party. Comrades, it has never happened in the recent history that a nationally revolutionary nationalist movement and a progressive labor movement and a communist party come together into an alliance. It has never happened. The Communist Party is a political organ and a vanguard of the working class. It is them who lead ideologically the working class. And then there comes COSATU. Not all COSATU members are ANC members, but we have fought for a hegemony of Congress in COSATU, and we have won. Congress have run the day in COSATU, and that cannot be changed. And it has been healthy like that up until today. COSATU's role, comrades, like I said, is indispensable as the voice of the organized labor. COSATU brings the lived realities of workers into the heart of policy making and governance. It reminds us that democracy must deliver not only political rights, but also decent work, fair wages, and social protection. The ANC, as the leading party in the government of national unity, must continue to listen, engage, and act in partnership with COSATU, the SACP, and SAMP to realize the vision of a truly inclusive economy. As we celebrate this anniversary, we acknowledge the remarkable achievements of COSATU over 4 decades, from securing labor rights enshrined in our Constitution to influencing progressive legislation such as the Labor Relations Act and the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. COSATU has been at the forefront of shaping a fairer workplace and continues to fight for improved conditions of service in the workplace. Your campaigns, comrades, alongside the ANC for social protection, gender equality, and anti-corruption have reinforced the values of accountability and justice. Yet we must also confront the challenges that threaten to reverse the case. The erosion of jobs, casualization of labor, and widening inequality demand a bold and innovative responses. COSATU's commitment to organizing workers in new sectors, defending collective bargaining, and advocating for industrial policy that prioritizes local production is critical in this regard. The Alliance must work together to ensure that economic recovery strategies are worker-centered and socially just. The 40th anniversary of COSATU is not only a moment of celebration, but also a call to action. We must recommit ourselves to the ideals that inspired the formation of COSATU and the Alliance. This requires, comrades, strengthening organizational capacity, deepening worker education, and embracing the energy of young workers who will carry the struggle forward. We must do everything in our power to preserve our historic alliance despite the headwinds that threaten our unity of purpose. Unity is our greatest weapon. In a world marked by fragmentation and uncertainty, the alliance must stand firm as a pillar of stability and hope. We must resist forces that seek to divide us and instead build bridges that unite workers, communities, and progressive movements in order to make a better life for all and lived reality for all South Africans. As we mark this historic milestone, we salute COSATU for 40 years of unwavering service to the working class and the organized workers of our country and the nation. We honor the sacrifices of those who came before us and pledge to continue the struggle for a South Africa that is truly free and prosperous. The Alliance remains our compass, guiding us through the challenges of today and tomorrow. Together we can and must build a society where every worker enjoys dignity, security, and opportunity. Congratulations to COSATU on your 40th anniversary. Your legacy is a source of pride and inspiration. Your future is a beacon of hope for generations to come. Amandla. Mata. Long live COSATU, long live. Engosi.
Thank you. Thank you very much, program directors, Mr. Jan Pretorius and Ms. Zintle Twala. My apologies for arriving late from another meeting was held up in traffic. Since I left government, I lost my benefit of a blue light. So I've joined you. I can feel it, how you get stuck in traffic. My colleague, Date Mashaba, the leader of Action SA, president of the South African Community of Faith-Based Fraternals and Federations, Pastor Bert Pretorius, Chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission, Ntate Musutu, Chairman of SAFI, Mr. Sean Zagnov, AFM Moderator, Dr. Henry Weideman, Hope Restoration and devoted citizen, Reverend Chris Mat